Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Scarlett from Miss Money, and we're getting right to it today. While the news about EV stocks in general has been a bit bleak, there's no doubt in my mind that these lows are the perfect time to buy in, especially for NIO. I just added more shares to my portfolio. We'll first talk about some bearish news because I do want to be upfront about what's going on, but later I'll explain how holding NIO is the secret to gaining wealth for the future. It's just a matter of time, and time is the most important ingredient here. But before we dive in, real quick, join our money fam of winners here by liking this video and subscribing to the channel, and comment down below any stocks you'd like me to cover in the future. Okay, first for the bearish news and partially why we've seen NIO dip as low as it has recently. NIO will halt EV manufacturing at a factory in China for 5 days after warning earlier that the global semiconductor shortage will slow production. The news did not help NIO stock, of course. In addition to the temporary suspension, NIO disclosed that first quarter EV sales will fall short. In Q1, NIO now expects to deliver roughly 19,500 units of its premium electric SUVs. That's down slightly from NIO's prior forecast range of 20,000 to 20,500 EVs, but would still mark year-over-year growth in the triple digits. The overall supply constraint of semiconductors has impacted the company's production volume in March. Along with US auto stocks, China EV stocks are poised to report March and Q1 auto sales this week. Chinese EV stocks are in a bear market on a multitude of factors. Shares fell 4.8% to close at $36.13 in Friday's stock market trading. NIO stock has fallen more than 40% from its 52-week high, with no new buy point in sight. Tesla stock, though, dropped 3.8%, so this isn't something just in particular with NIO. It's happening all across the board with EV stocks recently. Back in March, NIO delivered a mixed Q4 earnings report and warned that the global chip shortage will slow production. The global chip shortage is hitting US automakers too. GM and Ford factories are now extending shutdowns. Despite efforts, those moves are starting to hit the output of profitable pickup trucks. On Thursday last week, the shortage forced Ford to idle a factory making its best-selling F-150 trucks through Sunday. The past week, the shortage forced GM to suspend production of mid-sized trucks in Missouri, and it also will extend downtime by 2 weeks at a Michigan factory. And last month, GM halted production at factories in Kansas, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, and South Korea, and now expects some of those suspensions to continue through April. Both GM and Ford earlier warned that the chip shortage will cut 2021 profits by roughly $1 billion to $2.5 billion. NIO has sold off sharply, along with other EV stocks as we've talked about, as the worsening global chip shortage forces the Tesla of China to idle a factory. So is NIO stock a buy right now? Let's get even deeper into it and stick around for the whole video when I give what I'm doing and talk a little bit more about that. So NIO went on a tear in 2020, growing sales of its luxury electric SUVs and coming back from the brink of bankruptcy. The Chinese EV startup kicked off this new year strong, unveiling its first electric sedan and posting a huge January sales gain. Then EV stocks at large sold off sharply, along with Tesla, the global leader in electric cars. NIO stock has nearly halved in value since hitting that high of $66.99 in mid-January. In 2020, NIO more than doubled EV sales to 43,728 vehicles. Some analysts expected it to achieve 100,000 this year, as it expands manufacturing capacity. The relative strength line for NIO stock rose sharply for most of 2020. It has fallen sharply this year. A rising RS line means a stock is outperforming that S&P 500 index. NIO stock went public at 6 in September 2018. It hit a low of 119 in late 2019 on sales and cash woes. Shares rocketed in 2020 with a rebound in those EV sales. On key earnings and other fundamental metrics, NIO lags. It's a young and fast-growing company still looking to turn that profit. On March 1st, NIO delivered a wider than expected loss for the fourth quarter. NIO lost 14 cents a share as revenue more than doubled to $1.02 billion. Quarter over quarter, NIO saw vehicle margins expand and cash nearly double. While earnings remain elusive, losses are narrowing. Analysts expect NIO to pare losses to 42 cents per share in all of 2021 from 66 cents in 2020. Revenue is seen more than doubling to $5.23 billion in 2021, according to Zacks Investment Research. It's expected to pare losses a further 75% per share in 2022 as revenue jumps 80%. For the current quarter, NIO warned of slower growth due to the chip shortage. On March 2nd, before the chip shortage worsened, Deutsche Bank analysts said NIO was on track to milestone 100,000 deliveries in 2021. In the first quarter of 2020, NIO sales slumped as the coronavirus outbreak in China kept buyers away, but sales quickly rebounded, more than doubling for the full year. Sales slowed this year to 5,578 vehicles in February from 7,225 vehicles in January, amid that Lunar New Year holiday. On a year-over-year basis, NIO sales were up 352% in January and up 689% in February. Fellow China EV startups Li Auto and XPeng also slowed in February after big sales gains the prior month. As EV competition intensifies, NIO stock and China EV stocks have come under pressure. In January, Tesla launched its Made in Shanghai Model Y, a slightly cheaper rival to NIO's new EC6 electric crossover. In late March, Volkswagen will begin delivering the far cheaper Made in China ID.4. Also, Ford will make the Mustang electric crossover in China for consumers there. Meanwhile, China's BYD has made a big luxury push with the Han electric sedan. BYD, backed by Berkshire Hathaway chief Warren Buffett, is one of the world's biggest EV and battery makers. NIO's expanding capacity in China while still looking to launch in Europe later this year. Tesla's also looking to expand in the European market, which overtook China in EV sales last year. Investing in Chinese companies brings on considerable risk of regulatory uncertainty. China slashed EV subsidies by 20% at the start of 2021, a move that could affect NIO. And while the government is trying to wean consumers of subsidies that juice sales, earlier cuts slowed EV purchases. As the EV battle heats up, China's NIO, Li Auto, and XPeng are expanding operations to fend off Tesla on that home turf. NIO's looking to increase EV production capacity to 10,000 units per month in the second half of 2021. It expects to reach 150,000 units per year in the first quarter of 2022. Currently, it's limited to 7,500 units per month due to that chip shortage and robust demand for its new, longer-range batteries. NIO currently sells the ES8 and ES6 electric SUVs and a new EC6 electric crossover. Analysts are bullish about both China EV sales and global EV sales, a positive for NIO stock. In 2021, EV sales are expected to rise more than 30% to 1.8 million units in China. Globally, EV sales are expected to rise 70% in 2021. Growth drivers for NIO include new and upcoming EVs, including the EC6 electric crossover and the ET7 electric sedan. The ET7 could be the first EV to offer a solid-state battery and 600 miles of range. Meanwhile, NIO's putting battery swapping technology at the heart of its business model, which makes NIO very alluring compared to the competition. And what's really cool, in 2020, NIO launched that subscription plan for batteries, which keeps bringing in profit even after you purchase a car. Basically, the car and the battery are sold separately. Users can buy NIO EVs without batteries for a lower price and rent batteries for that monthly fee. They also have an option to swap car batteries depending on their needs. Eventually, NIO also expects to generate recurring software subscription revenue from its autonomous driving system. So again, that's kind of adding to, okay, you're not just buying the car, but you're also buying the subscription, continue making those payments, and then also that subscription for the software so that you can have a fully autonomous driving system, which I think is really smart for NIO to do. Those moves reflect a remarkable journey. Founded in 2014, NIO had little experience in vehicle manufacturing when it came out on the scene, but it did promise a bright future. Listen, at some point, soaring output of electric cars could outpace overall demand, squeezing sales and prices. For EV stocks, supplies of batteries and battery metals are another issue. Rising costs for battery metals could stall the sharp drop in battery prices in recent years. NIO's financial condition is improving after debt and liquidity fears slammed shares. NIO is paring losses while delivering huge top-line growth. The outlook for NIO sales and overall EV sales seem robust. After robust sales in China, NIO plans to expand internationally, as promised, for Europe as well, hopefully in the US too. And in addition, NIO's innovative battery technology is very strong. But there are these EV wars heating up, and as those EV wars are heating up, as legacy auto and tech giants ramp up or get into the game, it's just something to think about with that competition. But again, NIO does have that swappable battery, the subscription service, a lot of things going for it. And as well as before this chip shortage, it was breaking records with manufacturing. So in the near term, the chip supply crunch is curbing NIO's growth plans, unfortunately. And from a technical perspective, the EV stock is in a bear market. It may be a while before a new pattern or buy point emerges. But I do think that NIO is a buy and hold strategy right now for the long term. I do think in 2022, 2023, we are going to see those EVs soar, and especially NIO, even Tesla as well. I think they're both strong, and I think right now is a great time to buy in. And let me know what you're doing in the comments below. I'd love to hear. And I'm Scarlett from Miss Money, and catch me next time.